breaking news on a Saturday. Notre Dame has named Tyler Buchner as its starting quarterback for the 2022 season in a in a tweet, just ahead of Marcus Freeman's press conference on Saturday. Mike Singer from Blue and Gold here with Tim Hyde, our football analyst. I am not in my normal spot for recording these videos. I'm down with the in-laws and had to hop on here to do a video talking about this big news. So, Tim, not a big surprise, honestly, and obviously, Tyler Buchner being named the starting quarterback for the Ohio State game. I think this was the same exact point that Notre Dame named Jack Cohn as starting quarterback last year as well. I find that kind of interesting. It was on a Saturday as well. What's just your initial reaction to this news?
No, I mean, I was like, whoa, rapid reaction, no doubt about it. When you said, let's chit chat real quick. I didn't see this coming maybe for another week or so, just to, let it play out. But you know what? Notre Dame put out, their official little hype practice video yesterday. And there was 3 picture perfect touchdown passes from Buchner in that video yesterday, just accurate as could be, just 3 beautiful passes. I slow mode him, watched it, and I was just like, man, he looked good. It's like, what are they waiting on, so to speak? So this was yesterday watching that, and for him to come out and obviously announce it today. Number one, I'm excited for him, excited for Notre Dame. I think it's gonna, I watched a little bit of Freeman's press conference where he just says, hey, it's really for the offense to let them know what we have moving forward, and so that was good. I mean, he gives him the best chance, I personally feel, with the injuries, the depth at wide receiver, running back. His dual threat is a massive help for the offense. But at the same time, Freeman said it, and I think every Notre Dame fan in America needs to be ready. Drew Pine, just keep improving. He's going to play. I think that's my other quick reaction is, if Buchner takes 100% of the snaps, I think everyone would be shocked. So, and even Freeman mentioned that real quick in his press conference where he told them, hey, I haven't been around football where 2 quarterbacks aren't needed. So I think that, we got to keep that in mind as well, that, Drew Pine's just going to keep going, and we are going to see him at some time this year. I truly believe.
Yeah, I think so, for sure. As we're recording this, I think Buchner's at the podium.
Okay.
So there's a tweet from Ashton Pollard. I present to you for the first time Notre Dame starting quarterback Tyler Buchner. Whether it's some kind of 2 QB system, again, that I have no idea if that's going to be, but if that's going to be the case. But just saying, whether it's a 2 QB system or Buchner, who has had, knock on wood, a history of injuries, whatever it may be, Pine's going to play this year. I mean, it would be a shock if we didn't see him a good bit out there. Tommy Reese was asked kind of the simple question of why Buchner, and his answer was talent. I mean, Buchner, Tim, he has all of the talent in the world, but it's for a sophomore playing against, Ohio State, Clemson, US. It's a tough schedule. I think there's just going to be a lot of ups and downs this season for this Notre Dame offense. It's not going to be boring. This Notre Dame offense is going to be exciting, and exciting can mean it's good or bad. I think there's going to be high highs and probably some lows with this offense, especially with a lack of weapons at the receiver spot. Of course, they got weapons at tight end and running back, but we'll do another video on Avery Davis. But what's kind of your reaction to what I'm saying here, Tim?
Well, yeah, I mean, my first thought is I wish this was 1990 with Rick Meyer playing Michigan top 5 at home instead of on the road. Rick Meyer got to, get his feet wet at home against Michigan, where Buchner's going to go into face the number 2 team in America in Columbus with 100,000+ people going crazy. So that is going to be a wild ride. It's going to be, that first game, there you go have fun in Columbus. But you know what? And getting ready for this season, I've gone back and watched all the games. I've watched a ton of Buchner. He did a lot of really good things last year. He did a couple boneheaded things at times, the Toledo pick, and a few the other interception at Vodtech, but I think that was more on Colsey, if you ask me, on the interception. But he had some big runs, some big plays, some really good experience, some nice audibles in the SC game, the UNC, the North Carolina game I always go back to, in the red zone for a touchdown when he saw that they were overshifted one side, went back through it to the other. So, he sounds like he's got the trust of Freeman and Reese, and I think that's the key. So it's going to be a wild ride. If he could stay healthy, as you know, Mike, his legs, man, the way he runs is just going to be deadly. It really is, and if they could use him properly, it's going to be a dynamic offense. And lastly, real quick, I'm obviously a California guy. He's another long line California quarterbacks. Go back to the Mad Bomber, Darryl LaMonica, Heisman winner, John Hewart, and Steve Berline out of Servite. John Hewart was modern day, and obviously Jimmy Clausen and Dane Chris, coming out of the private schools there in the Los Angeles Valley. So excited for Tyler Buchner, and it's going to be an interesting offense to see what we're doing in Columbus.
His junior year at the Bishop School in La Jolla, 53 passing touchdowns. I think it was 28 rushing touchdowns. That's counting for 81. So yeah, exciting is definitely a good word to describe Tyler Buchner's game. So there you have it. Notre Dame has its QB1 for the 2022 season. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to our channel. Head to blueandgold.com for a ton of coverage on this news, and we'll catch you guys next time.